Hello there, fans and frenemies, and welcome back to another speed paint from Nate Drakenator. Today I am going to be doing Nightmarity, who is from the My Little Pony comics, the IDW comics, and this is a version of Rarity, who in the comics, the Nightmare Moon, that there's oh god, I can't quite remember if it's just an energy, if there was an item related. I think there was a crown or something that was related, but whatever power turned Luna into Nightmare Moon. It has been literal years since I read this arc, I'm so sorry. So whatever power turned Luna into Nightmare Moon gets its claws in Rarity, and Rarity becomes Nightmarity. It's a very cool name. And so they're on the moon, and there's a bunch of creatures on the moon, and they all gotta stop, Rarity, who has become a super powerful nightmare creature. And the design of her is just absolutely off the chain. It is incredible. She's absolutely gorgeous. It is such a good character design. She looks so cool. She also I chose not to draw her in all of her armor here, but she has a big suit of armor that she's in the same way Nightmare Moon is in horse armor. She's got horse armor. I chose not to put her in that because her hair is the coolest part, and the armor affects the way her hair works, and I just like it better here. But I did give her I forgot to draw it at this point. I go back and I get it in a minute, but I did give her her little tiara thing and her chest thing, just kind of to give it a break up in the not silhouette, but the shape of it. I thought it would look better with a little bit more color pop here of the armor bits, but she's not an alicorn. She doesn't have wings, but she is the size and shape of an alicorn. She's got a big long horn, but she doesn't have any wings. But man, the colors are so cool. She's just you can also see I did my the eyelashes on a separate layer, just so it would be easy to color them differently to make them look kind of like hers, because hers are different. So metal is, I hate drawing metal. I never know how to do it. I never know how to make it look shiny, right? But yeah, there I'm going in and I'm getting sort of the back layer of hair, which I don't know. I don't know if I'm happy with it, but it's fine. Then I'm going in and I'm getting sort of an underpainting here, where I'm doing a base of some shadows and values, and just getting in a base of where I want those to be. And then I'm going in and I'm adding that stripe, and I'm just adding it in with the line art. I did that really crisp line art for this one, but I'm gonna go over it in a bit and kind of give it a more painty feel. But yeah, adding more values, darkening things up. Yeah, gotta get in there and get that. I add some sparkles in here too, because it's got really sparkly. Yeah. Where are my sparkles at? Where are my sparkles? When do I do this? Do I do that last? Yeah, there they are. Yeah, there they are, sparkles. So then I'm going in and getting all the shadows in on the eye. Eyes are something that I tend to do either first or last, depending. But they're definitely one of my favorite parts. I think the eye is one of the more... It's just usually one of the most important parts of, a character piece, especially a bust like this, where, she's looking at the camera and all. You gotta get that eye right, or, it ruins the whole thing. But, yeah, I gotta shade the whole eyelash separately. I probably... Have I paused here? What was I doing? I was almost definitely getting up to get a snack, and I forgot to pause my recording, because I'm a dummy-dumb. Or maybe my cat distracts me. Sometimes while I'm drawing, my cat likes to sit on the couch next to me, and she'll just take a nap. She's just chilling, Sometimes she'll just get up out of nowhere, look at me, and just it is time to pet me now. You have to stop whatever you're doing. And you know what? I'm going to, because I love my cat. But yeah, so now I'm going back in and I'm getting all the hair, and I gotta darken the values here. But I really had a lot more fun with this one than I did last week's Imara, the way I painted it, because I just can't do as much texture, I suppose, with things like clothes. I'm just not as good at it. With hair, I love doing hair texture, so I had a lot of fun with this one, giving it fur, hair, whatever, I don't really read the MLP comics. From what I've heard, they're really good, and I mean, I do love IDW. I really like IDW. I think they make great stuff, so like, I keep telling myself that one day I'm gonna sit down and read it, but then I don't. I own some of it, but I've never really read it. I read this arc because as soon as this character design was revealed, like, everybody was going ham, like, oh my god, look at this! And I was like, okay, and I went to the store and I picked up the run and I read it that day, like, okay, you got me, you sold me. And you know what? I really liked it. I thought it was really entertaining. So, like, I did really enjoy it. And for some reason, I just never read any farther than that. But, like, I hear the comics are really good, and I like some of the ideas that are in the comics, and all of the artists and everything seem really nice. I've met them at conventions, you know. But, the Nightmarity arc was just super, 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 super cool. It's like, it's almost a shame that they didn't do it in the show, just because it's such a cool design, and I would love to see it animated. Oh, gosh. But yeah, so, she's totally from the comics, not in the show at all. Gotta get those highlights. But yeah, well, I think MLP just ended, like season 9 or whatever. Ended, and like Twilight's like a big tall alicorn now, no surprise there. I think her design could have been better, especially if it was more based on that one from when they loaded her up with power during the Tyric thing, like in the first place. And she had that moment where she was glowing and she had some yellows and stuff. Like, loved that concept. Wish we'd seen it more stylized like that. Ugh. But, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Cozy Glow as a villain. I'm not caught up with MLP, but, like, it seems sort of, antithetical to me, like, to have, like, a child be evil. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really fit in the My Little Pony thing that a child is evil. Alright, I guess. I don't get it. Alright, you know. But you know what? Whatever. I'm really worried about like G5 because they, like, we know they're gonna do a bunch of redesigns and stuff, but then they just came out with that 3D Pinkie Pie short that I think is gonna continue, and I'm like, well, why would they make a whole 3D model of her using the old design if they're gonna redesign them? Like, is she just gonna look exactly the same in G5? Are they changing like nothing? What's the point then? Are they just like, no, we can't have Applejack be a farmer anymore and that's it? I don't get it. But, I really, 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 really hope G5 is not 3D. I already don't like the G4.5 toys that they've put out. They're not very good. I'm really worried about G5, y'all. Like, I really hope that it's actually different. I know that they're keeping the characters, but I really hope that, like, it's a different interpretation. Like, I like the other MLPs, and I like Transformers when it has new interpretations. You've got Transformers Animated, Transformers Prime, Transformers this, Transformers that. I want to see a new interpretation. I just hope that G5 doesn't rehash the same stuff as G4. I want to see new concepts. I just hope they don't beef it. But, man, I really struggled with that eye shine. But, there you go, Nightmarity. I did a little paint over, and I think she looks really nice. I love drawing hair, as you can tell.